Hey everybody, welcome back to the Miniac, and today I'm out here again at Baron Mini to do what I'm calling a blind car review. Now as you can see, I have a key here with a post-it note over the tag, so I have no clue what this car is. It was handed to me by one of the motoring advisors inside, and it was chosen completely at random, so I have no clue what car I'm going to be doing a review on today, but it'll just be a walk-around view, talking about the styling, talking about the different features of the car, the options, so on and so forth. Nothing driving today because it's kind of a odd day for driving around here, but we're gonna see what car this is, so let's get to it. So I have the key right here. I don't know what it is. It could be any one of these cars or those two. It could be anything up on the patio, or it could be anything over there. So we're gonna stand right here and see which one it does. Looks like it's that one. All right, it is. I have a British Racing Green Mini Cooper S convertible. All right, so here it is. This is the car I'm going to start my first blind car review with. This is a 2020 Mini Cooper S convertible in British Racing Green with the carbon black leatherette interior, 7-speed dual clutch transmission, 2-liter, 189 horsepower, 207 foot-pounds of torque, 4-cylinder turbocharged motor. Nice little package here. Now, as you can see, it is a cloth top. I have the windows down now. What's neat about this, at one point in time, there were only two cars on the market that could do what this car could do. That was the Volkswagen EOS and the Mini Cooper. Now, what I am talking about here, as I'm going to show you, is when you push this, you have a sunroof. This car and the Volkswagen EOS were the only two convertibles on the market that had a sunroof mode on their tops. Now, the EOS had a retractable hardtop, but nonetheless, these were the only two convertibles on the market at one point that had a sunroof mode with their convertible top. No other convertible on the market has that feature. So that kind of makes this a very special, very unique car here. So this had a sunroof mode. Now, of course, when you pull it all the way, it opens the entire roof. Now, as far as aesthetics are concerned, the third generation Mini Cooper convertible is by far one of the best looking Mini convertibles to date. The styling lines on it, the way everything kind of flows, the way it just looks, it is a fantastic looking car. The body lines are really nice. Everything is on point with this vehicle, and that's something to be said about the design over the last couple of generations. They've really gone out of their way to improve the styling of the cars, and this is by far the best generation of the Mini convertible as far as the appearances are concerned. I also might add that this generation of British Racing Green is a beautiful color. It's one of the best looking greens I've seen on the Mini in a long time. This honestly looks better than the previous British Racing Green. Now, I know a lot of you really like the darker greens, but I think this lighter green really makes this car bright, really makes it pop. And with the black accents on the car, it just makes it look phenomenal overall. It is a beautiful car. Now, as I stated, the black trim rings, the black on the grille, really sets this car off with the green paint. It just looks phenomenal. It is a great look on this. Couple that with the 17-inch Cosmos spoke wheels in black. These are just fantastic looking wheels on 205 4517 Hankook Optimo tires. Great setup here. I really like it. Now, some of you might not notice this. You see this little star right here? This is to signify that these tires are specifically for the Mini Cooper. These are specific for this car. So yes, there may be several dozen iterations of the Hankook Optimo in this tire size, but this one is specifically meant for the Mini Cooper. So that's why a lot of times the OEM equipment tire for that particular vehicle that you're looking at may actually cost more than the one you could buy at, let's say, Costco or tire rack or whatever you might, or whatever you might find. This one is specifically for this Mini. So there's different variations on the same tire. So that's kind of a neat thing to learn about these tires, that the star on this indicates that this is a Mini tire. It is meant for this car, and it is designed for this car. There may be another Hankook Optimo just like it, but this one is for this car. Now, as far as styling goes, I love the way the rear end of the Cooper S looks with the center exit tailpipes. The proportions are just really nice. It is a very, very aesthetically pleasing vehicle. And the right color really makes the car pop. And in British Racing Green, it pops. Under the bonnet, we have the 4-cylinder, 189 horsepower turbocharged engine. Not much to it, but 189 horsepower. People might think the 189 is not a lot of horsepower. Where for a car that weighs 2,700 pounds, it works. It does the job. It's plenty of power. If you choose to, you can bump the horsepower up on these cars, but you're going to have to go with aftermarket, as currently the John Cooper Works tuning kit is not compatible with 2020 models. It will be available for 2021 models though. All in all, 189 horsepower is plenty with this little car, and it has a lot of get up and go. I love it. Now, should you choose to, you can change out the exhaust system on it for the John Cooper Works Pro exhaust. Now, there are some dealerships out there that are telling you they can't be done because it's, quote, not compatible with the 2020. That's incorrect. The tuning kit is not compatible with the 2020 models. The Pro exhaust is a completely different system. It is compatible with this car, and you can install it if you so choose, and the dealership will warranty it. It is covered by warranty. It is a dealer-installed accessory. It's just the tuning kit that can't be installed. But yes, if you wanted to put the Pro exhaust on this, you could. And it would give you a fantastic sound. Now, if you notice on the A-pillar here, we have a Harman Kardon speaker. And if you notice in the back seat, we have 2 more Harman Kardon speakers. So this begs the question, how many speakers does this car have? Well, the Cooper model with the standard stereo system has 4. The Cooper S has 6 standard speakers. The Harman Kardon has 12 speakers. Can you guess where they are? Well, you don't have to guess because I'm going to show you. So, the Harman Kardon speakers, 1 in each A-pillar, 2 right here, 1 in each door. Your subs are under the seats, so that's 2 more. And then you go to the back and you have 2 more back here. So, that is a total of 12 speakers. Now, you might be asking yourself, why do I need 12 speakers in a Mini? And I have an answer for you. Why not? If you have the Harman Kardon system, why not have 12 speakers? It's fun. Now, another thing that people notice about these cars is the way the seats are split and the way the headrests are set up. Now, you see this little clip here. This is to prevent the headrest from going down. This is required by law for safety reasons. Once you buy the vehicle, you can bring that down if you so choose. But what's funny is the hardtop, the convertible, the Clubman, and the Countryman, and even the 4-door models all have a different way for the split folding seat to fold. In the convertible, it's a 50-50. And in order to fold it, in this car, you have to go to the trunk. So first you pop the tailgate down, and then you go right here. You pull up, and you push down. And then it's fully released. Now you will have to take the headrest off in order to get it down behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat. By the way, did you know this car has something called winter mode? Because I didn't. Let me explain what winter mode is. First, I have to put the top back up. That was easy. Now I can show you what winter mode is. We have to go back in the boot. See this parcel shelf right here? Well, in winter mode, we first have to pull up on these. This is the easy load system. So this now tips this up out of the way and is set in place, so now we can get stuff in and out of the trunk. Now you notice this shelf is in the way. Well, we simply tip this up, and now we are in winter mode. Now, what this means exactly is that in winter, when it's incredibly cold outside, and you want to be able to get packages and other belongings in the trunk, you can still do that with the convertible top, and this little switch here will not allow the top to go down. Let me explain how this works. Without the parcel shelf resting on this switch, the top will not actuate. It will not come down. That is to protect this parcel shelf here from breaking, and it is to protect your packages in the back from getting crushed. So this is technically called winter mode, so that you can use the full cargo carrying capacity of your Mini in the winter, even if it is a convertible. It's a neat system here, and it really works well for what you want to do with your car, especially if you're one of those people who does drive their convertible in the wintertime. I might also add that the Easy Load system is fantastic. What it essentially does is it allows you to lift the whole rear end of the car up so you can get things in and out a lot quicker and a lot easier. Now, if you're curious what this is, I'm going to show that to you shortly. But first, we have to put the top down. Well, that was easy. Anyway, let's get this thing out here. So, what exactly is this? Well, this is your folding wind deflector. Now, how does it work? Well, it's quite simple. You take it, you come over here, you see those two little holes right there? Well, you unfold this. Now I'm gonna try to do this while holding the camera, like so. Pop it in those holes right there. Then you put it in these two holes right here, push it down, locks in place, flips up, and there you go. You now have a wind deflector that what it does is as the air is coming over the windshield, instead of it coming back and hitting you from behind the head and messing up your hair, it now comes down here, hits the back of this, and goes out over the back of the car. It disperses that wind. Another thing you might not know is that when you're driving in the rain, if you hit about 60 miles per hour and you're driving in the rain with the top down, the rain will actually come over the car and it will actually go over the windshield, go over the seats, and you will not get wet. You heard me correctly, you will not get wet. At least this is what I was told by the sales manager. Now, he could just be messing with me. In fact, I'm almost certain he might be, but I think this is actually a real thing, and I think people have actually said it does happen, and I think even the designers and people from Mini have said that this is a possibility, or this can happen with the design of this car. But I have not had a chance to actually test it. So if any of you out there are brave enough to take your brand new Mini out there, Mini convertible out there, and find out if this actually works, please do, and comment below, because I haven't done it yet, and I really don't know if I want to take a brand new Mini off the lot and go find out. Overall, my impressions of this car as it is are pretty good. I think it is a fantastic little vehicle. I think it's well appointed. It does have the leatherette interior, which for certain aspects isn't always my favorite, but as far as usability, it works and it fits the car. It's a very popular interior and it looks good in this configuration. This green and black just really looks good. It really sets the car off and it really just makes it look phenomenal. It is a great looking vehicle. Now, as always, you can customize these cars. You can make changes to them. You can change out the scuttles, you can change out mirror caps, you can change out trim rings, anything you want to do. But in this configuration as it is a phenomenal looking vehicle. And it's one that I would be happy and proud to have in my garage. I especially wouldn't mind this in a hatchback. Maybe even a John Cooper Works if they offered that color in the US market, which they don't, unfortunately. So what are your impressions of the Mini Cooper convertible? Do you think it's a great vehicle? Do you think it's a so-so vehicle? Do you think it's a vehicle you want to own? Leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and we'll have a nice dialogue on it. I think it's a great vehicle. I think they're all great vehicles, but I hope you enjoyed this little blind car review video. This is the first time I've ever done this, so it was kind of interesting to get a good one. But you never know what Mini might pop up when I do another blind car review, so we'll see what happens. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see more videos on the Mini Cooper convertible, check out the playlist at the end of this video. And as always, life is too short to drive a boring car, so drive a Mini. And in fact, I think I'm going to go take this one out for a test drive. I'll see you all in the next video.